Hey. What the business is, you two? Hey, this Clarence over here at Pursuit of Freedom. Amen. ooh, wait. Hey, I gotta bring you a video, man. I got no trades for the last week. Not a now, nada. Hey, hey. I just like to jam to my instrumentals, man. Hey. I ain't on one right now, baby. What I am on, man, is taking a look at this here massive historic sell-off. There is a market saying that the bulls take the stairs. I mean, all these little teeny weeny steps. All these little steps. The bears just jump out the window. The bears just slap out the window. Just jump out the window. High in the hay, y'all. Hey, when in 2019, the year 2019 began. Let's slide back in time. I'm just going to do a little bit of yibbity yapping today. Okay, so 2019 started at 25. That's we're looking at the wheel shot right now. 25.50. Hold on. 25.586. Let's look at the Dow Jizzit Jones. Hold on. So this day, okay, yeah. So the first day, trading wise, stock market wise, was the second, and the Dow was at 2374. $23,074. Scroll all the way back, right? Ooh. This mess is ridiculous. When I zoom in the time frame, this just looks disgusting. This here look disgusting, man. Look at this here. Ooh, shit. That thing go to selling off, man. That's nastiness right there. So, I mean, yeah, it's about it dipped as low as where I put this here trend line at, about 24,600, about $1,000 off, about just a whole $1,000 off this 23.33 or whatever. Hold on. Let's slide by. I mean, I'm gonna point out some things. All right, January 2019. Okay, so like $23.50, about $23.50 is where 2019 started. But basically, what I'm getting at is that I mean, we almost erasing everything that even 2019 did. Let alone we began the year right here. I mean, we only 2 months into this year, so. And what's crazy is that is a repeat performance damn near. I mean, the end of 2018 going into 2019, the end of 2018 erased a lot of its gains. 2018 began and then erased gains. You know what I'm saying? It's like damn near at either the third quarter or going into the first quarter, you got these big pullbacks. You know what I'm talking about? 2 years ago at least. Now that we're in 2020. But the bulls take the stairs. It takes so long to gain all these profits back. And then the damn bears just slap out the window. Let's look at some analytics. Look at the selling pressure in the Dow. Oh shit. It is, I mean, this is an accelerating sell-off. What? $23 trillion in one day. This is one investment vehicle. $23 trillion pumped through just one investment vehicle. Cool. But I love this candle. This is the reason why I'm making a video today, baby. Oh shoot, there she is. I don't want to dare call it a bottom, but that candle right there is sexy, baby. That candle right there is sexy, baby. So this thing here opened up, uh, in that 25, 254-ish area. It had done dropped down, you know what I'm saying? Another $560 on the day. But being that it closed, I gotta come to the outside. It closed at 25,748. That means it dropped a total of another stack. The Dow is giving up stacks. I ain't never seen that like this here. I ain't never seen nothing like this here. This is just me doing some homework, but this is a homework video. I mean, we all see what's going on. We know that this is led by that virus. First thing, soon as I get on, will this be a virus that is infected by temperature? Dang, so this thing, I guess I ain't read nothing on that yet. That isn't affected by temperature. So that means whether it's hot or cold, that's not going to slow down this virus. Of course, you got a distraction. You know what I'm talking about? Please worry about your taxes. Trump is trying to get reelected because Trumponomics right now is beginning to look horrible. Coronavirus-driven sell-offs put Fed speak in focus. Of course, we got to know what Mr. Chairman, Mr. Powell is going to say. Interest rates are already lower than low. The dollar is already worth nothing, but global economics are much worse than the U.S. dollar is right now. Getting into economic speak a little bit, but I ain't finna teach no classes for you. But I'm going to say that one more time. 1.5% interest rate makes the dollar as weak as it can be. That means that the money you're going to work for is worth a lot less now. I mean, we can look at inflation and see that when you go to buy some shit that your money is not going as far. You got to go to work twice as hard to still be broke. In essence, that's, I guess, what I'm trying to say. So if that interest rate on your dollar falls, the value of your dollar is going to fall even more. The prices on everything is going to continue to increase if the interest rate falls. But they seem to desperately want to devalue our currency, make it where that you're going to work 70 to 80 hours a week and you still only can afford to pay bills. So, I mean, you're setting up a recipe for them to go ahead on and, I mean, I want to compare what the Federal Reserve is doing almost like practicing medicine, like a doctor. They say a doctor practices medicine. It's a practice of medicine, right? Because it's hard to have complete diagnostic knowledge, incomplete knowledge of what's going to happen when you give this medication, right? Or something like that. Something to that extent. But I feel like the Fed is practicing economics. They're practicing valuing and devaluing currency. But the effect that it has on the people, they make a decision and then wait and see. I ain't finna go crazy on that though. But this coronavirus is serious, at least to economics and to human health. From some of the news that I've seen, it seemed like China is getting a hold on it. But they shut a lot of things down in order to get a hold on it, right? And still scrolling down, U.S. stocks tumble 11% in worst week since the crisis. Since the crisis, I will be in that. Oh, I don't click though. I mean, but bear market is coming, man. It's coming. It ain't nothing that, you know what I'm talking about? This here 3 weeks ago, I got slapped in the mouth. That's when I first was really beginning to see that the bear is coming. You know what I'm talking about? Well, I mean, I already knew the bear is coming. Hold on. You know what I'm talking about? The bear is coming. And I'm not wishing for the bear. I'm not hoping for the bear. We have a bear market just about every 10 years. I've been preaching lazy bull. Lazy bull, this was 8 months ago. Shoot. I know I got to have a bear. Here's another one. Absolutely slow open. Snail pace type stock market right now. You know what I'm talking about? I've been putting the bear trying to push the inverse or counter trend investment vehicles. This was a year ago. Don't be afraid of bear markets. A year ago. You know what I'm talking about? So it's coming, man. It's coming. Am I saying I'm hoping for it to be coming? No, because people lose money when things like that happen. When the market gets scary or things get ugly, people lose money. I do not wish for bad things to happen to anybody, but it is coming. It is going to happen. You know what I'm talking about? It really does seem like the market might have needed an excuse. Might have needed an excuse, man. And that coronavirus is serving as the excuse. But I got a strange feeling that the uptrend ain't quite over yet. It can't be over yet. This country won't Trump as its president. And he is Mr. Economic. So I know the stock market. I know the stock market pretty well. And, he's already looking to try to pass the blame on to somebody else. Get the blame off of him because this is his economy. You know what I'm talking about? Let me look at the S&P. See that? There it is. That bad boy is sexy. Now, it ain't no guarantee. But usually what you see after you see one of these candles, I will find a couple more of that type so you can see what I'm talking about. There go another one right there. But usually what you get after a candle like this is a uptrend. I don't know how far the uptrend will go, but you get an uptrend. Here goes a tiny one right there already in my vision. And once you see that candle, you get a trend higher. It's not a guarantee. It's not all the time, every time. But that's typically what happens. It dropped to a level that was so low that we started to get bought up. Once again, look at the selling. Holy shit. Like, that right there is alarming to me. That the selling pressure has been skyrocketing. So this here pin bar, hangman, I like to call it more of a pin bar, that might be nothing. Come Monday, this thing can very well continue to drop. I mean, it's already, I got to move it up, so I can put that back. I can come over here to the side. Try to come to the side. I got to do that. Nope, I ain't going to be able to do it like that. So, whoo, 12% off the highs. The market shaved 12% off the top. And how many days is that? In 8 days? And that's including, you know what I mean, some weekend times in there. But 8 days, the market shaved 12%. That is humongous. So what do you do right now in these here times? I ain't got to none of that yet, and I just been yibbity yapping. This here might be a long rant. I'm long-winded. I run my mouth run for quite a while. But I'm gonna talk on a few more things. I ain't seen nothing like that. But one thing I will point out is that selling days like this one we've seen before. Let me look at the Dow. Okay. So in the Dow, there hasn't been a selling day ever like this one. But there have been big $20 trillion days in the Dow. You know what I'm saying? There have been big selling days like that. But when you get massive selling, you got to wait for this selling to start to reside. You see how you get this red bar down here that's only like $3 trillion sold off? We gotta get this thing back down some before I would be looking to throw heavy. I'm sitting on my hands right now. I'm all in cash money. That's how I can look at this. I can look at this here and like, I don't want to say laugh because somebody is losing funds. Look at this thing get bought back up though. That's beautiful. See, that's the sign. That is what this candle right here says. This candle says that it could just be algorithms, but it's 24/7/75, it's too low and it got bought back up. to the tune of 2.5%, $630. Dang. So yeah, it was down another $1,000. Yeah, dog. Hey, but that's nasty. That's nasty. Like I said, I had I got punched in the mouth by the bear earlier in the month, and that right there makes me cautious. That's all it takes. Am I going anywhere? Am I going to stop trading? Am I giving up trading? Hell no. But that makes me pull back because what I recently had, I don't mind pointing out, because this was a about $900 loss, $500 back. You know what I'm talking about? So I'm not stressing too hard. I know that I got a strategy in place. I have to trade it. I have to trade. I have to do what I know I can do. We got to do what we know. You know what I'm saying? I got to honor my rules that I have put in place. That's the human part, the emotional part. That's the part that kind of gets in the way sometimes, right? But man, like, I don't have fear though. I don't have the fear. Why don't you have the fear? Look at this bounce off the bottom. And I'm talking about, oh, hold on, something else too. One thing I always look at, oh, you know what? Let me come over here to this one. One thing I always look at when I'm gauging the heat in the market, whether there are some hot stocks, some hot sectors, some hot anything. I got 2,300 stocks. And look at this. What do you know? I don't think I've seen this in like 2 years. 2017 was the last time I seen every stock in my top 20 up 20% or better. And this bad boy is up 27%. So that means I can keep scrolling a little bit. Oh, shoot. Somehow during the worst time in the market's history, I got more stocks up. I got 31 stocks up, 20% or better. I haven't seen that since 2017. So though it is a sell-off, this is a trader's market. I got to be careful. What I do 100% of the time for right now is buying. I'm ready to join the bears, though. I really am, because the day of the bear, I'm going to be short selling right with their ass. Because that's where the money's at. Scrolling back to the top, just do some homework. Do some homework. Now, this IBIO, I already did a little research on that one. IBIO had, you can even see that, soars another 174% of hopes for China vaccine partnership. So, I mean, what's going on in the market right now is total terrible. Vaxart was the stock that I gave $400 something on. I sold at 169. It's at 287. So I could have had a whole $1,000 on top of my 500. So that could have been a $1,500 position. But that happens to me only all the time. So up, and this is a $10 million registered direct public offering. Priced at market. So they finna dilute the company to the tune of 4 million more shares. Dang. But crazily, it seems like it's a lot of people that don't really understand what that is, and that hasn't been affecting stocks extremely negative, not when it first comes out. I know that bears love this news. I watch Tim Sykes. I've seen Tim Grattani. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen some short sellers who short sell to the tune of hundreds of thousands of dollars in one position say that they love this news. Heck yeah, I'm putting that out there because the sellers are they out in herds right now, selling the shit out of everything. But yeah, and can it continue? That's 5 days ago though. But of course, I should have held. Hindsight is always 2020. I held on it for so long anyway. I was already in it for 2 weeks. I'd held another day. That'd have been another $1,500. But yeah, so anything relating to this, look at this thing. This thing here was down here at 50 cents. God, oh, you can't even see it. Can't even see it down here because the thing blasted off so strong. So this stock here ran up a total of almost 1,000% in 2 days. And it's holding at up 562% in 2 days. Coronavirus news. I really don't know what all of these stocks are running so strong. This is ain't too low. 85 million shares in this. It's a 21 million float. Oh, it's a low price stock. But look at the jump. 168%. We got 4 stocks on the day up over 100%. But see, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is the day of the bear. I gotta come in here and take a peek. This thing struggled with the VWAP early. So this ALT, people was looking to sell this stock. Or look at the gap on this thing though. God dog. The gap is most of the move. 138% was in the gap. And then from there, the sellers got all the profits on the day. Look at the buying volume. God dang. Yeah, so it's still money to be made out here, but you only made money buying if you was in this thing the day prior. Because everybody who was in this thing this day here, they selling today. Plus, short sellers can just see that look at this. Short sellers love to look and see this massive gap between where it closed yesterday and where it's opening today. This right here is money to short sellers. So when I get started in this here short selling, I already know what I'm looking for. And the same thing with buying. When I'm going to sell a stock that I bought into, there are triggers that are telling me to sell. Those same triggers are going to use when I'm going to sell. But I'll do videos and be talking on that a tad bit. There's another one that I traded a little while ago, OPGN, and now look at it. And it don't have news related to the virus. I mean, I don't look at this. Holy God, dog, this thing, man. This damn stock was at $6. 605% in 24 hours, looking in that box right there. 24 hours. It's crazy that there's more strength here now than I have seen in a long time. So yeah, I feel like I can be confident going back to trading stocks, but got to be careful. I'm gonna have to do some more homework, some serious homework before I buy into anything. Because once again, shit. I get to look at this. That's disgusting. Look at how many individual days it took for the S&P to get up here, and then just like that, it jumped off the window, splat, gone. You know what I'm saying? Gone. See, when you buying and you hold it for a long time, for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, in 5 days, all of your gains can be gone. That's why I trade stocks. Only thing I'm holding, which I done been selling to, I've been selling some of this in phase. I've been selling some shares at about 55. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about selling some more. I'm glad that the in phase been punching back up because I'm in way down here. My last bit of buying was around 35. I sold the shares that I bought at 23 because the gain on them was 200%, around 60. So I'm sold some at 25, about 145% profit. You know what I'm talking about? But I'm not pulling none of that money out. I'm leaving it there. Wait for this thing to continue its dip, see how low it can get, and then I'm going to repurchase shares with that same amount of money and then watch the money regrow. Man, giving away game out here. But I done been ran for quite a while already. Just doing some homework, showing you the process. Looking for stocks that look like this was the resistance level right here, 223. Stocks gets above that price, you can get a spike. You know what I'm saying? Doing my homework. I love when a stock goes from beneath the short-term moving averages, the price action crosses above it. I believe this stock can get bullish, but bullish for how long? The next thing I'm going to be eyeballing is the next moving average I got on my chart. So I would see that there might be a potential of a 30% profit, maybe. Then I also want to see the float. 1.3 million on the float, meaning it doesn't take a lot of money, but still it had a volume of 11 million. 11 million down here in pennies. Cut that in half, $5 million. Okay, 5.2 million dumped into the stock. My math ain't too bad. It ain't the best, but it ain't too bad. You see, when the float is higher, 400 million, it takes a lot more shares. Woo! Yeah, I love this stuff, man. I love this here. How Cardi B said it. I ain't gotta work. I ain't gotta dance. I make money moves. I'm trying to make these money moves out here, people. I want the money to be moving. I got to get it mastered though. I can't really do a ton of talking without the mastery, without the discipline. That's what I'm tightening up right there. Discipline. This could be another breakout level right here in this area for this OGen. It's a lower price stock. I see that it's got decent spikeability. So that made me want to do some research to figure out what the float on that is. I like when they low float, but I see these when you get these long spiking, just straight up tight candles. That tells me this thing can spike big, and I already got a blue flag on it. I flag anything with a low float or it has spiked big in the past. I need to spot in that ALT. This is a direction gold minus index. Gold is on the up. Gold is on the rise. I might trade that for a few days. Look at what it has done in a few days. 95%. This stock right here looking like you might have a break. It's got a higher float, so it's going to take a lot of volume. But it's got a good, strong green candle. This might be the type of stock that I can buy and try to look to hold just to that next resistance level. It's trending above the short-term moving averages. I'm going to stalk this one. I'm going to stalk that one. That might be something that I feel like I can buy and hold for a little bit. I would buy it right around 227 where it's at now, try to hold it to 274 and capture that 20%. And that'd be all I would want. I want to do some research and figure out why it's moving, because I see, looking in its past, that this 274 area was a support area. So, and it was a strong, long support area, so it might hold. But I'm gonna keep my eyeballs on that, because it's hard for me to day trade anyway, because I really can't stop. I'm trying to push this truck to run these dollars up. I don't really have the type of account to day trade anyway. I'm trading with Etrade. I don't have that kind of money to really be able to take advantage of these movements and make the massive profits. I really do need to swing trade, but I got to put together a swing trading strategy that might work. One thing I will point out is that I'm seeing this here: spike, then selling, spike, then selling, spike, then selling, spike, then. How you feeling? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put me a yellow support line here, and I'm gonna change that to. I already got a green one right there. I already got a green one. I'm gonna trade that. I got a green support line here. I just want to brighten that up, so if I can. Thicken it a little bit. See, because if it's not a breakout buy, it could be a good support buy. Because we got, like I said, spike, then selling, spike, then selling, spike, then selling 3 times. So I don't know, but I'm gonna stalk this stock for a little bit. Put it on my stalking list. Where is that? I don't even. There you go. I love when a stock crosses above. The reason why I love when a stock, I'm gonna use this here for a little bit more education. This is free game right here. You get a stock that's been bearish for a while, trending sideways. It has been consolidating. We're getting some big buy-in pressure in the stock, right? So what I usually do, first thing I do is I find the support level. I find a line that the stock has fallen to but hasn't gone beneath. That's like waking up in the morning, swinging your feet over bed, and you putting your feet on the ground on support before you stand up. That's what this stock here look like it's trying to do. I don't know. I'm not a soothsayer, but using this very stock, let's go back in this history and see. Uh, Now, what I love is that it's squeezing above the short-term moving averages. That right there is a buy signal for me, and you just got to trade it. After that, you got to trade it. You got to set a stop, and you got to be disciplined to honor that stop. Now, what I'm talking about here is almost the same type of thing. The stock has fallen off, gap down. It's gone sideways for a while. You see it playing with the short-term moving average, the 9. It gets above the 13, I can buy it, right? So it gets above the 13, and it has a nice bullish type of spike above the 13. Once it's above these short-term moving averages, a stock may, and the key word in there is may, trend the short term. And then you look at time, you don't know how long it's going to go, but if you bought it on this day here and you grinding this thing up, look in that box, 112% on your money. $10,000 is now 20. You know what I'm talking about? So that is something that I've kind of been playing with because I've been trying to find something that I can do in this market while I drive this truck. And for me, that may be my new strategy. I'm going to play with that for a little bit, and I will tell you how that works out for me. Or I'll be showing you how that works out for me. And I'm just scrolling through stocks, seeing how often I see that. Once again, we got a bearish trend. Stock getting beat up. This one took a little bit longer, and this is why I said you just got to trade it. It squeezed above it of short-term moving averages, and then it got sold back beneath it. And this one is kind of chopping through it. You know, so this one right here don't look to be a good one. It's an oil and gas play. I'm kind of cautious on those anyway. But, you know, you just got to trade it. If it jumps above the 13 in, man, you buy it somewhere here like at $3. It pushes up to $3.50. And then the next day it sells all the way back down to $3.15. If you're still in it, it's above. You know what I'm saying? But then you got to realize, where did I buy it? You bought at $3.03 or $3, right? Or you're trying to catch it right as it goes above the moving average. Then you can just sell it on that day for 20% gain. Man, I could do this all day. Down. And that go one that's kind of perfect. Selling off. It gets above this short-term moving average, and I'm just guessing. I mean, and it had a little push. Not long. I'll take that 13%. You know what I'm saying? And then it get back above again. I'll take another 13%. It's back above again. So, I mean, it's all sorts of things you can do and utilize out here when you begin to trade stocks and want to trade stocks. Now, the glitz and the glamour are always going to go out to the hottest stock on the day, but the hottest stock comes with the most volatility and the most danger. And you really need strong position size to play with those. Plus, when the market is looking like this, I started thinking, okay, let me change things up. Because I try to contend with the market when the bears are in control. And look at this here. I mean, you can clearly see the bears are in control, except for over here in the tech. And the NASDAQ, you know what I mean? It looked like the bulls kind of fought and owned the NASDAQ stocks, which is more so what I kind of trade. And that's the reason why you look at this here top. These are mostly NASDAQ bound tight stocks. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm at 34 minutes. I got a good ran in. I'm gonna stop. I gave up some free game. Be careful out here if you trading anything, if you're doing anything, unless you're on the bear side. Bears have been aggressive. Ooh, I think it's some algorithms involved with that. The computers are saying sell. Coronavirus is what they needed. We got 2 cases now in California. So heck yeah, I'm still cautious. I'm gonna be sitting on my hands, but if I see an opportunity, I'm gonna jump all over it. Hey, it's your boy Pursuit of Freedom. It's the pursuit. Give me the thumbs up. Give me the thumbs down. Subscribe to the channel. More videos coming. I'll let you.